Welcome in everyone. How you guys doing? Happy New Year, season's greetings. Merry Christmas belated. We got a bunch of reactions to get through. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we're going to start with, I saw this up because I did the Josh Johnson comedy skit about the CEO who got by Luigi. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't talking about Mario's brother. Comedian says what no one else will about healthcare CEO shooting. I don't know what saying what others ain't saying. I think a lot of people agreed on kind of saying the same thing. But let's get straight into it. Let's go. How you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well and safe out there. And let's start.
Surrounded by law enforcement, Luigi Mangione returned to New York from Pennsylvania this week for the first time since investigators say he assassinated United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan. The 26-year-old suspect faces state charges, including murder as an act of terrorism.
As we see nonstop coverage of the Luigi Mangione United Healthcare CEO story,
I'm not gonna lie, this is how you can tell the news is,
this is funny.
owned by billionaires.
If y'all want, make sure to go check out. I'm gonna put the link in my description of this comedy skit that Josh Johnson did that I reacted to. So check out the description if you want to see the whole. I think it was about 40 minutes long, but still, go have a look. It's funny as hell.
Because the news was like this devastating, terrifying, harrowing attack in New York. And I'm not saying, look, a murder did take place. I'm not saying that it couldn't have been those listed as those things. I'm just saying you're the news. Like, you are the mainstream media. You play horrific stuff all the time. You're the same news that when those pages were going off on those people in the Middle East exploding, you were like, check this out. Isn't that wild?
one of the best comedians out, Josh Johnson, puts it all in perspective. First, from the lens of the media.
Brian Thompson's wife told NBC News that her husband had been receiving threats and alluded to them being tied to insurance coverage. Yet Thompson was walking alone with no security when the gunman who laid in wait to shoot him attacked him heading into the United Health Group Investor Day meeting. That's tragic.
You better have security when you hear you got like 30 million people with a motive to you because of all the injustice and wrongdoings that you've done to so many people by denying them access to their health insurance that they've been paying all their life out their wages to be covered. Man, you should have like presidential kind of security. I'm just saying.
Shooting comes as executive security has already become a bigger focus for major companies.
Now, it appears billionaires and billionaires are taking action.
CEOs were like, what? What happened? Oh my God. Oh my God, are you serious? And they didn't know each other? Kids, he just did that in broad daylight to one of us?
One of us.
CEOs started making moves, man. CEOs of all the healthcare companies started taking down all of their profiles, all of their LinkedIns were just...
I remember this, yep.
Back to factory settings. And look, I need to be clear about something. I mean, you're gonna glean this off of me the entire time. I don't want anybody to die, right? I don't celebrate death in any way, right? But I will say, if you feel in the wake of this thing happening, like you have to scrub all mention of you, all knowledge of your existence off of the internet, then maybe, just maybe, take a look at how you do business, take a look at the person. Do you know what I mean? Because...
which Johnson shares his thoughts on. As always, he hits the nail on the head.
We have been concerned about the rhetoric on social media for some time.
And that's against CEOs, that's against the government, that's against leadership.
We've seen narratives of hate. We've seen narratives of anti-government sentiment. We've seen personal grievances and the language of violence.
Yeah, you guys have seen this throughout the last how many years? From how many radical groups, people in particular? And you look the other way. I'm just saying. Luigi right now is a national hero. He's a treasure. And let me stop. Let me stop. I'm just saying. And he was well off. I mean, like, well off. The family were good. They weren't lower class. And my boy decided to go out there and stand for something. Not wishing death on anyone. Oh, hell no, I feel my condolences to the wife and the kids. But I'm just saying, I understand.
Accompanying or being a part of those narratives is something that we're very concerned about. That is a heightened threat environment. I still am alarmed, though, by the heroism that is being attributed to an alleged murderer of a father of 2 children on the streets in New York City.
I love how they always go to the father of 2 kids, the father, a loving husband, father. Yes, but how do we excuse all the other injustices that him and his company has done? Yeah, like, let's talk about the millions of people who are denied health insurance. Let's talk about how many thousands of people who have died because they didn't get what they thought was owed to them. Let's talk about how many people that you all put through the court proceedings to stretch them out through a lengthy state of time so that hopefully eventually they pass away and you don't have to pay out the money that they've given you. Let's talk about them stocks and shares that you sold the week before this happened. Man, let's talk about everything. And then we could get to the end part. But you neglect all that information and everything these CEOs and companies have done to go to the loving father, loving husband. Okay, we accept that. Also, don't wish that on anybody. But let's get back to the direct reasons of why somebody might feel motivated to go and do what Luigi did. Now, I ain't wishing death on anyone. I don't celebrate it, not at all. Just say it. I understand.
United States Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, spoke to CBS Mornings on the current environment. Meanwhile,
and the CEOs as well, when you look at this guy, you look at this dude, I don't think anyone was ready. I don't think the news was ready. I don't think the police were ready. I don't think the rich were ready for how, like, on the shooter's side the public was. And so out of it, you get these CEOs, you get these rich people going on the news and really campaigning, being like, look, the CEO, this man was a father. This man was a husband. This man, and they really appealed to the humanity of the CEO. And there were people who heard that appeal, and they said, "Yeah, no, I know he was a person. So was my cousin. So was my brother. So was my sister. So was my friend."
Correct.
You know what I mean? This
Correct.
man had children. He leaves children behind. This is a senseless death. It did not have to happen. And it's like, yeah, no, I know about I know about avoidable deaths. You know, I'm a customer.
bingo. Johnson
Right.
puts it better than most do, and unfortunately, this message has been lost on cable news.
Luigi Mangione faces 2 murder cases, state and federal, in connection with one killing of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson.
What many will not
You don't
say
wanna
about
cover
Brian
that.
Thompson, the comedian Josh Johnson, does. And it's important to understand why.
We know that murder is wrong. We know that death is a tragedy, right? Because to me, personally, when I look at any death, when I look at any killing in that way, I personally look at it as a loss and a tragedy because as long as someone is alive, there's potential. There's potential to turn things around. There's potential to change. And then if you lose that potential, then your story gets cut short and maybe things would have turned around. I'm not saying that they would have, but the thing that we're all wrestling with is that a murder did happen. Someone killed someone in cold blood. They just didn't kill an innocent man. Do you know what I mean? That's also what feels so conflicting about it.
No, he wasn't innocent.
Like a killer killed a killer. This dude was the CEO. A lot of people died under his watch, through his policy, through what United Health does.
See, corporate America, capitalists, etc. will not.
And as well too, I don't know how many people will be watching this reaction as well. But if you guys in the States, y'all can kind of break it down for me, because I kind of understood or found out that they were trying to place a bill that separated local anesthesia from everything else. So you had to pay separate to be put under anesthesia. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have a surgery for like an hour or 2 hours long, unless something happened and they had to go over by half an hour, and you only paid for 2 hours of, you know what I'm saying? What they do? Wake you up? Do they, yo, God, let you know that we can't have you under anesthesia no more because, you know, your money ain't stretched that long. Like, yeah, we need to stop, but we need to continue, but you might just happen to feel everything we're doing. Like, we need to take out this organ and then we need to sew it up, but you know you're gonna feel every bit of pain that comes with it because you're not covered. Yeah, I'll break that for me, because I heard and saw something like that. I wasn't too sure. Me personally, I was thinking that this gotta be some BS. This gotta be some. There is no way on God's green earth that's even a thought. I was flabbergasted. I'm like, there's no way. There is no way in America. This is 2024. In America, nah. So, it had to be a joke. But I've heard it, I've seen it so many times. Y'all let me know if this is some real shit. And then ever since Luigi did this, because they were trying to pass it through the House or whatever, they've kind of put that whole bill on the back burner. They're like, ooh, let's take that off. Put it over here for now, yeah, because people out here are... Our little group, our little WhatsApp group again, because of this bill. So let's just put it aside. Let's say they terminated it, but yeah, y'all let me know. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the UK. I do try to follow news, but as best as possible. But this is why you guys here. You guys can correct me and let me know. You know, just say.
View Thompson and other healthcare CEOs as just that, but it is unequivocally true to say they are. These are people controlling our lives by sucking the dollars out of our accounts so we have a chance of just living.
Our mission and values are focused on helping people live healthier lives and making the health system work better for everyone.
Johnson also touches on Thompson as in the actual person and how his own company seemed to care less.
But this dude, make no mistake, he was a killer. He was such a good killer that the company was like, damn, Brian.
Oh, shit.
Damn, you cold-blooded. We need to make you CEO.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, you don't care.
You really don't give up.
You don't care at all. Women, kids, you get them all. Wow, Brian. He got promoted the way a gang member becomes a leader, you know? Brian was just a representative, by the way. That dude just is one of the dudes. Nothing changed. He's one of the dudes. And he can be one of the dudes because the system's already there. A system, by the way, who didn't care about Brian either. That man was headed to a meeting when he was murdered. And investors still had the meeting. That's how it works. They were getting notifications on their phone that Brian was outside, and they were like, ugh, so the minutes.
And they did start on time.
You see that, bro? They didn't even give... Well, yes, they gave a damn for the fact that their security could be jeopardized. They didn't give a damn about Brian. They were more worried about themselves. But it still continued the meeting. Not even a moment of silence. Not even we need to reboot. They just murked our guy. Nah. They don't care. They're about the profits and money. Who else could we deny claims? How many more people could we deny access to getting the money they pay? This is what we're here to talk about. Man, I can't believe this shit really happening. And obviously governments and politicians and everybody's in pocket with these big ass companies. They're getting their cuts, because this is why half these bills are getting passed. When you see a lot of places going private, they're privatizing it. You know what I mean? It's all for profits. They got politicians in their pockets. They're getting a cut. And those people who are getting a cut to try undo the lower class people out there, or people who can't afford it, man, that's bottom line corruption, bro. There's a special place in hell for those people. You know what I'm saying? This is why Luigi in jail is treated like a hero, bro. You know how many people right now who are affected through this company, these kind of companies? Man, they looking at him like, yo, fam. Not all heroes wear capes, but they sure look like this guy here, Luigi. Not the one up on the screen right now, but you know what I'm saying.
It was a wild revelation to learn that shows how they devalue even their own co-workers' health.
All of this is deeply troubling for corporations worried about the security of their top executives.
Right, Wolf, and the security posture for top corporations has changed dramatically since the shooting. And that's happening at the same time that support for the suspect has grown so much that it's translated into marketing opportunities.
Johnson unpacks this sentiment as well, and it's vital to understand the why here again.
When you put like that much profit over the person, you were also lost.
Deny, defend, depose. I swear this was what was written on the shell casings that they found at the scene. The same 3 phrases or words that these health insurance companies live by. Man had it written on the bullet casings, bro. Talk about send a fucking message, bro. Deny, defend, depose. You ain't getting that money. And then he had monopoly money on him as well too. Yo, bro, my man came to set a statement, yeah? Statement he said, shit, all heroes wear capes, bro.
In that thing.
Some of them look like Luigi.
And I think that's a harrowing thing. I think for CEOs, that was like a terrifying moment, because it was the first time that they saw that we see them the way they see us. Do you know what I mean? That's gotta be scary. Because for them, make no mistake, for them, we're not clients, we're not consumers, we're not customers, we're not even users. None of the names that they put in their reports, none of the things that they say to their shareholders, we're numbers, we're an account number, we're this thing. Which is why when we go away, when we disappear, when we die, it doesn't really mean anything to them, because they never really saw us.
It's because we all have a story. It is quite literally uniting in a time of great political division. Our shared grief in losing loved ones in a for-profit system that is dependent on gouging us to damn near homelessness, if not death, is relatable.
Yep.
Josh Johnson is a fantastic comedian, by the way, that deserves your support.
Yeah.
Please check out his YouTube channel, his Instagram for more clips. And
Yeah. Definitely what I'm going to do is put the link in my description to my reaction on his coverage over the whole CEO scenario with Luigi. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it because man was talking some facts. Man was speaking some points there, speaking from a different perspective that you're not going to hear on the news. But yeah, thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Hit me down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your opinion. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next reaction. Take care, be safe, Happy New Year's, season greetings, and I'll see you again.